It's been a while, hasn't it? But Katie, I'm doing it. I've started. Got back in action. You see, it's a new setup, new space. Hello, and welcome to Review the Brew with me, Joe Brew, and of course Katie Brew, who's in the kitchen, and Baby Brew, which is in her tummy tum tum. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while since I've done one of these because I've gone back to work and been called names and stuff, and been under immense horrible stress. But I have drunk beers in the meantime. None of them in that sacred land of 2.1% to 4.2. Don't touch that brew. I've saved them all to share with you, with me, Joe Brew. Today's brew is not a highfalutin, top of the chain drink that you would drink bought from a bottle shop or anything like that. It's something from a fabled land that I thought only existed in my dreams. And last year when we went to Rye, it's the land of cider. I thought there was no ciders that were right. And this is a delicious cider. We went to Rye last year between the two lockdowns. Me and Katie Brew. I mean, I can't call you that, can I? Katie Edwards Brew. Katie, we'll get if at the moment you're just Katie Brewwoods. Beerwoods, Drinkwoods. Nope, none of that. Ed Brew. Yeah, Ed Brew works a fair bit, doesn't it? Ed Drinks. No, anyway, it's we went to Rye. She took me to Rye. It was meant to be for my birthday, but obviously we were in a lockdown for my birthday because you all know when my birthday was. And we walked around the historic town of Rye and went in some great pubs and micro pubs and drank. In the first one we went in, which used to be was it a water tower? Or something like that. It was like a water. Anyway, it was a water. It was like a water font or something like that. And they had a cider, which was 4%. It was called Mellow Yellow, and I don't know who it was made by, but it tasted like apple juice. I mean, it didn't. When people say that sort of like Smirnoff Ice tastes like lemonade or a drink tastes like pop, I mean, this literally, it had no hint of a smidgen of anything to it other than apple flavour. And I went around that whole town. I came up with this new concept for a cider bar. And a cider bar would be called the Cider Press, and there'd be, in the whatever months, it must be spring months, that we would collect up all the apples and we'd press the apple juice and make the cider, and then everyone who helped press the apple juice and made the cider would be able to come in and drink some of it, and all the excess would be sold in the pub. And it was a fantastic dream of mine that I wanted to open that special. It would make it really hipster. You'd only sell the one thing. So anyway, I went for ages without finding any cider that was anywhere near that. And we were in Stanmore Park the other day, and we came across something. I said I wanted to buy some apple juice, and we had found this. This is a medium sweet still cider from a company called Scrumped. Look at that. It's got a plastic lid. It's beautiful. Times, they are a-changing. I'm going to open this up right now. I mean, I talked over it, but that was the crack of the can, or the top of the bottle. We'll be using the ever-famous Big Ben glass today. Do you like my new environs? They're good. I've been working and it's been fine, broadly. Right, I'll pour this out. It doesn't matter how I pour it out. I can do it unceremoniously, but I suppose you'll want to see it. When I was younger, I used to drink a lot of cider. I stopped because I once drank too much and had a little sleep in the middle of a roundabout. I used to like the cloudy ones. I used to like things like Cheddar Valley was a good one. I remember drinking that. It sort of tasted like sick. So, smell it first, of course. I'm getting apples. You can smell the dryness. You can smell like crab apples fallen from a tree when you were younger. You know when you pick up those apples that you find at the side of the road, the crab apples, and it sort of smells like that. It smells a little bit like the side of my hand. It tastes like apple juice, mellow yellow. Remember that now? Anyway, cheers. Good to be back. No one's missed me. Hold on. It's not quite the mellow yellow. You can taste a small modicum of alcohol to that. But it is summer's days of yore, you know, being a youth. But being a youth in times when beer wasn't in abundance. Being a youth in medieval times, I'd say. I don't know, did they have cider then? You know, accents. It tastes like accents. It tastes like accents and great times. It tastes like speeding your car around the village you live in. It tastes like happiness on an autumn day. It doesn't taste like summer. Do you remember when Magnus came out first time? And it was marketed as the taste of the summer. You remember that? It was marketed as the taste of the summer, and you put it in a glass over ice. And all the people that really liked cider were up in arms about that. Because why would you put something like that over ice? Why would you put red wine with ice as well? That's another question for another day. But do you think we'll ever get a wine that's between the percentages that I like? Who knows? Do you say no? I mean, imagine that wine though. What percentage is Buckfast? Quite strong, I imagine. But anyway, it's really nice, Katie, by the way. I can imagine it going really well with a cheddar cheese, a nice sharp cheddar cheese, on a picnic in a park. Oh, I do like cider. I like very specific cider, and I like that one. So, highly recommended. It's good to see you. Probably never be back. That's your lot. For life, I might be. Just when I feel like it, isn't it? Just when it's fun. Bye bye. Beer bye. Good brew.